made a custom IDT profile for Kinefinity cameras by using ARRI's LOC original color conversion, ACES conversion profile. And this is only possible, this is the entire meaning behind it is to apply a conversion LUT, especially talking about Jerome's profiling LUT that converts your camera into a LOC profile. That LUT, applying this before the accurate LOC to ACES linear space conversion. This part I tested multiple times and is giving you exactly the same result as Resolve's built-in ARRI LOC version 3 ACES transform. And just before that, we convert the original data using a LUT. And this custom LUT needs to be in the same location. And the location is quite simple, from your Macintosh HD hard drive user and to your user, and then the application. This is the library folder. Library folder is quite easy to get. Just hold down Option, and it's gonna show up in here. But this is in Chinese, but it's the same idea in English. And they find application support, Blackmagic Design, DaVinci Resolve, ACES Transforms, IDT, and put them all here. And after rebooting, Resolve will load it up. And let me show you what the results will be. So, when I don't particularly recall who shot this picture. But anyway, we're gonna use it as an example because it does have a quite accurate color chart. The color chart should be this. Yes. Like when we are using Resolve's built-in ARRI LOC profile, especially the version 3 profile, you can see that the colors are not as pronounced. I mean, this is okay, but it's not perfect. Especially the greens. The green parts are not as pronounced. But if, let's say, we use a different one, which is my LUT, and it's giving you more pleasing, more, less contrast and with more pronounced colors. And let me show you what the difference is between, just applying it in ACES and then using an ACES transform. Let's say we apply this special LUT. It is the same LUT. Well, you can see there's a tiny little bit of difference here. And then let's say we apply ACES transform. And ACES transform, and it's already here. Yes. Compared to this one, it's actually giving you a little bit magenta tint to it in the entire image. I don't know why this is happening, but it's likely it's applying the LUT in some weird color space, maybe in linear, but I don't know exactly why. But I tested this before, and it's always giving me this weird result. That's why I stopped using Jerome's LUT in this ACES, normal colors, normal pipeline, because this way of using it will give you very, very weird result. But there is actually one way to apply it accurately. That is to, having the conversion on the shot level, in the color grading clips nodes, and then we apply it prior to color grading. We apply a LUT on the clip itself, and this is giving you actually a similar result, maybe even better, because when you do pixel peeping, you can find out the color gradients is actually pretty smooth. But the result of using this will give you quite odd feeling, especially when you're doing stuff, in the media pin. Because the whole point, one of the reasons I would be using ACES is I could simply apply in IDT in the media bin, and I can preview them in its Rec. 9 or maybe whatever ODT that you applied it to that matches the project. if you use my custom profile and without LUT, it's giving you ordinary, just simple feeling. It's getting much more simplified, but the only difference is, when it's built into DCTL, it will give you a little bit less pleasing aliasing. The results. I updated my result version to 20, the better one. It's giving me a little bit better performance. And let's get back to the pixel peeping. This is my version of IDT. Here it is. And compared to the, reference color charts, you would say the blue color is a little bit off. And this may be a little bit too saturated. This, and especially this. I don't know why, but it's, even though it's the same process, but applying this conversion built into the IDT itself, and then applying the LUT, like on the clip itself. Let's do a screen grab, and then we change it to nothing, apply LUT, and then use an ACES transform. And let's do a comparison. This is the built into DCTL, and this is the applied LUT on the clip itself, and then on the grading nodes we convert it into ACES. You would definitely say that this one matches this a little bit better. It's giving you a little bit better color reproduction. It's more pleasing, more overall balanced, even though it's the same process. And I think in version 2.0, the aliasing is very similar. It's about the same, so we can stop worrying about aliasing. But there's a slight difference when it comes to, the contrast. My suggestion would be, maybe in the final grading session, we stop using the DCTL. It's gonna be way easier to use this directly. Let's drop the LUT, drop everything, and use the DCTL as an IDT. It is definitely easier this way. And it's giving you a very consistent look in the media pin, like here, edit pin, and especially when you do fusion. It's giving me an HDR result, but it's giving you don't have to set up anything. It's already looking pretty good. If you want to do a lot of compositing and then resetting it into, a first LUT on clip and then ACES transform on the grading, you might run into some problems. But if you're not doing that, maybe the best practice, I would say, is to first, when you do the editing, use my LUT to get a consistent look across the pages. And then in the final grading session, let's say you select all the footage and then change it to no transforming form, and then apply the LUT, Jerome's LUT, and then give it a ACES transform, which will give you more balanced color, a little bit less contrast compared to maybe this one. It's giving you more saturated, oversaturated blue, that is. And a little bit punchier look. Just a little bit punchier. The yellows are a little bit duller, I would say, on the IDT profile, even though it's all the same LUT, telling the software to apply the LUT, and I both have set it to tetrahedral interpolation I tried, but it's still giving me, not peak. When you go down to pixel peeping, it's gonna be a little bit different. But when you're just doing, most project, it will be enough. But when you do pixel peeping, when you do delivery formats very high end, definitely switch it back to, clip first, then ACES transform. It's gonna give you a nice result, and that's pretty much it. The reason I'm making this DCTO IDT profile is I do not want to look at this in my editing process, not in my life. This is not how I imagined it to be. Like even if in Resolve's YRGB managed sessions, you could use maybe input color space transforms. You would assign input color gamut and gamma. But in ACES, if we are using this way, kind of applying LUT, and then it's giving you a very weird result. And if you apply it and array conversion at the same time, it's gonna be weirder. So this is for kind of like the middle ground. If you want a quick delivery and still want to take advantage of ACES, you can just directly use my LUT. And one of the things I do have to say is, when you're using it, change the LUT name to whatever LUT that you are using, and that's it.